Did you know that the number of people over 100 years old in Japan is higher than in any other country on Earth? More than 90,000 people there have passed the century mark. While we see Americans spending thousands of dollars at the gym and chasing modern fitness programs, Japanese elders, many in their 70s and 80s, are effortlessly outliving everyone. But when a team of researchers from Harvard Medical School studied these super agers for 5 years, what they discovered completely shocked them. The secret wasn't just their special diet. It wasn't purely genetic either. The real mystery was hidden in some simple, everyday actions they perform. These aren't difficult exercises or specific workouts. They are so ordinary that American doctors initially dismissed them as insignificant. But later, when their brains were scanned, something extraordinary was revealed. The Japanese elders who did these simple daily tasks showed a 40% slower decline in brain function compared to their American counterparts. Their joints remained mobile for decades longer. Their balance systems functioned like those of people 20 years younger. Researchers at Stanford called it the most overlooked aspect of modern medical science. Today, we're going to talk about those 6 habits. We'll start with the easiest one and gradually move to the most powerful. But before that, I want to give you a warning about habit number 1. In a study of 15,000 Japanese elders, this one habit was found to increase their average lifespan by almost 7 years. Yet, 90% of Americans have never even heard of it. This habit takes only 2 minutes and requires no equipment. But neuroscientists have found that this one single habit activates more areas of the brain simultaneously than any other physical activity. Don't forget to let us know in the comments where you're watching this video from. And if you have any questions, be sure to ask. Your feedback is incredibly valuable to us. So without further ado, let's get started. We'll begin with the 6th habit on our list, and don't underestimate its importance based on its place. This is the foundation upon which every Japanese elder builds their daily life. The habit of slow walking. Sanpo. Let's start with something that seems incredibly simple, but Japanese elders treat it like a sacred medicine. Sanpo isn't just walking. It's a purposeful, mindful walk, performed at about half the pace you normally walk. Japanese elders typically do this for 20 to 30 minutes every morning before breakfast. The main difference from Western power walking is this intentional slow pace and a specific breathing technique. You'll inhale for 2 steps, hold your breath for 2 steps, and then exhale for 4 steps. This technique creates a rhythm that helps your heart and nervous system work together in a way that's not possible with fast walking or other methods. A 2019 study from Washington University observed over 3,000 people over the age of 60 for 10 years. Those who practiced Sanpo daily had 62% less arterial stiffness. Their blood pressure dropped by an average of 12 points systolic and 8 points diastolic. But the most surprising thing is that this slow pace allows your foot to completely touch the ground. This activates all 33 joints in your foot. In turn, your brain receives signals to improve balance and spatial awareness. Western elders who practiced Sanpo for just 8 weeks increased their single-leg standing time by an average of 45 seconds. To practice Sanpo correctly, you must focus on your entire foot with each step. First your heel, then the middle part, and finally, press off with your toes. Keep your eyes fixed about 6 feet in front of you, not on your feet. Let your hands swing naturally and minimally, keeping them relaxed with fingers slightly curled. The breathing method is crucial and requires practice. You can count your steps initially to maintain the rhythm. Practicing this habit in the morning is best because our cortisol levels are higher then, making its calming effect even more powerful. Don't do Sanpo on a treadmill, as the moving belt disrupts the foot's natural motion. Try to walk on different surfaces if possible, as different terrains activate different muscles. Research from UCLA showed that older adults who did Sanpo on natural surfaces like grass or dirt had 20% more joint mobility than those who walked only on concrete. If you're new to this, start with just 10 minutes and slowly increase to 30 minutes over a few weeks. Now we'll move on to a habit that rebuilds your body from the inside out. 10. Daily stretching. Radio Taiso every morning at 6:30 a.m. A gentle piano melody plays on a national American radio station. This is the signal for Radio Taiso, or radio calisthenics, which millions of Americans have been doing daily since 1928. But the word calisthenics can be misleading. It's not like Western workout routines. It's a precise sequence of 13 specific stretches, completed in exactly 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Each movement targets multiple muscles at once, maintaining continuous motion. There are no static holds or straining, just a continuous gentle movement that keeps the joints mobile and maintains flexibility throughout the body. Researchers at Northwestern University studied over 6,000 people, over 60 who practiced Radio Taiso daily versus those who didn't. Those who practiced it daily had 40% fewer falls, 55% fewer back pain problems, and maintained almost full range of motion in their shoulders and hips, even at age 80. The science behind this is truly extraordinary. This type of stretching increases the production of synovial fluid in your joints by up to 30%. This fluid acts like oil for your body's joints. Without regular movement, it thickens and diminishes, leading to the pain and stiffness we feel as we age. The sequence starts with gentle arm raises, which open the chest and improve breathing capacity. You'll raise both arms above your head as you inhale and lower them as you exhale. Then come arm rotations to mobilize the shoulder joints. Next are gentle twisting movements that maintain spinal flexibility, followed by side bends that stretch the ribcage muscles. The leg movements involve gently marching in place to activate the ankles, then light squats to keep the knees and hips mobile. The entire sequence is done in a rhythm that raises the heart rate just enough without putting stress on the body. The timing is crucial for maximum benefit. Japanese elders do this right after they wake up, often before eating or drinking anything. This takes advantage of the highest levels of growth hormone that naturally build up during sleep. When these hormones are elevated, the muscles and connective tissues respond best to stretching. The movement should feel like you're moving through warm honey. Never force or jerk. If you can't do the whole routine, focus on the arm raises and gentle twists, as these provide the most benefit for the least effort. Many people wonder if you need special equipment for this. This entire script from Senior Wellness Hive is dedicated to giving you health tips that require no special equipment. Simple, straightforward, at-home methods are the only mantra for staying healthy. 4. Deep squat rest. Shinku Zuwari. If you walk through any park or garden in America, you'll see people sitting on benches. But in Japan, you'd see elders squatting on the ground, chatting or tending to their plants. They can stay in this deep squat position for 10, 20, or even 30 minutes without any discomfort. In contrast, most American adults over 60 can't hold this position for even 10 seconds. This is more than just flexibility. The deep squat rest is a fundamental human position that we've lost due to our chair-sitting culture. Japanese elders maintain this ability throughout their lives because they practice it daily. They spend about 20 to 30 minutes a day in this position. A groundbreaking study from the Boston Institute of Gerontology followed 5,000 older adults for 12 years. Those who could maintain a deep squat position for at least 2 minutes had a 70% lower risk of needing assistance. Their hip mobility was sufficient for all daily tasks. They remained independent for an average of 9 years longer than those who couldn't squat. The reason is simple. The deep squat position helps open the hip joints to their full range of motion. It maintains ankle flexibility, which is critical for balance. It strengthens the pelvic floor muscles. Most importantly, it takes pressure off the spine, which facilitates the flow of nutrient-rich fluid into the spinal discs. Harvard researchers found that in cultures where deep squatting is common, there are 80% fewer hip replacement surgeries and 60% fewer back pain problems. To achieve this ability, start by squatting with your back against a wall for support. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart, toes pointing slightly outward. Slowly lower yourself down. If your heels can't stay flat on the ground at first, place a rolled-up towel under them. Hold the position for just 30 seconds to begin. Gradually increase the time as your mobility improves. The key here is to do it frequently rather than for long periods. 5 one-minute squats throughout the day are more beneficial than one 5-minute squat. Japanese elders often squat while waiting for a bus, gardening, or even watching television. They have integrated it into their daily lives so much that it requires no special time or effort. Use it functionally whenever possible. Squat to get something from a low shelf. Squat to play with kids. Squat to tie your shoes instead of bending over. Each functional use reinforces this movement pattern and maintains the mobility that keeps you independent. Next, we'll discuss a habit that keeps your nervous system stable for decades. Standing on one leg. Ippon ashi. It might sound strange, but American doctors in major cities like New York prescribe standing on one leg as a form of medicine, just like their Japanese counterparts. Patients over 60 are told to stand on one leg for a minute, twice a day, as a form of preventative medicine. In Japan, health insurance even covers it because the data behind it is so powerful. A study from the American University of Aging in Washington, D.C. followed 12,000 participants for 15 years. Those who practiced standing on one leg daily had a 68% lower incidence of hip fractures and a 70% lower rate of accidents requiring hospitalization. Brain scans showed an increase in gray matter in the motor cortex and cerebellum, which are crucial for coordination and balance. When you stand on one leg, your body makes thousands of subtle adjustments every minute to maintain balance. These adjustments strengthen not only the muscles, but the entire neuromuscular system. Your proprioceptors, the sensors that tell your brain where your body is, become hyper-activated. Your vestibular system works faster, and your visual processing speeds up as your brain gathers information from multiple systems at once. You can start this practice simply. Stand near a wall or a sturdy chair for safety. Lift one foot just an inch off the ground. Fix your eyes on a point 10 feet away. Breathe normally and try to hold this position for 30 seconds. Switch legs and repeat. When you're comfortable, you can close your eyes for an extra challenge. This removes your vision, forcing your other balance systems to work harder. Japanese elders often do this while brushing their teeth, integrating the 2-minute practice into their daily routine. If you're enjoying this video, please give it a like so more people can see it. And subscribe to our channel, Senior Wellness Hive, because we're bringing you new health videos every day. Now we'll move on to a habit that protects your body as much as it protects your brain. The method of sitting on the floor. Seiza Henka. Here's a fact about Japanese aging that will surprise you. An average 70-year-old Japanese person transitions from standing to sitting on the floor and back up again more than 20 times a day. They sit on the floor to eat meals, drink tea, watch television, and socialize. Each transition is a complex physical task that maintains strength, flexibility, and coordination in a way that can't be achieved at a gym. California State University conducted a massive study on 10,000 older adults, comparing those who regularly sat on the floor with those who only used chairs. Those who sat on the floor had 40% more lower body strength, 50% more hip flexibility, and could stand up from the floor without any assistance at age 90. But the most surprising finding was that their cognitive test scores were 15% higher. The researchers discovered that the complex motor planning required to sit on the floor activates the brain's executive center, the prefrontal cortex. Planning a series of movements, controlling balance, and coordinating strength and spatial awareness all at once. It's a full brain workout disguised as a simple daily task. The traditional method is to start by standing with your feet together. Then, you'll bring one knee down to the floor, followed by the other. From there, you'll kneel with your buttocks resting on your heels. From this position, you can move into other floor-sitting positions, like sitting cross-legged or to the side. To get up, you reverse the process. Bring one foot forward and push up with that leg. Then bring the other foot to its side. It sounds simple, but requires incredible control and strength. To build this ability, start by practicing with support. Use a low stool or ottoman as an intermediate step. Place your hands on the stool as you kneel, then remove them when you've found your balance. Over a few weeks, reduce the reliance on your hands until you can do the entire movement without assistance. Practice on a soft carpet or yoga mat at first to reduce pressure on your knees. Consistency is more important than perfection. Just 2 or 3 floor transitions a day will provide significant benefits. Japanese elders don't think of this as exercise. It's a natural part of their life. They have maintained this habit since childhood and never let it go. For those learning later in life, patience is key. It might take months to make the transition smooth, but the benefits are extraordinary. Research has shown that the ability to stand up from the floor without using your hands is one of the strongest indicators of a long life. Brazilian researchers found that those who can do this live an average of 6 years longer than those who can't. Now we move on to a practice whose effects can seem almost magical. 1. The towel twist, Tengai Hibiki. This is the movement you've been waiting for, the one that completely changed researchers' understanding of aging and exercise. It requires nothing more than a simple towel. Yet Japanese centenarians credit it more than any other habit for their vitality. You hold a towel with both hands and perform a specific twisting motion in front of you, creating an isometric contraction throughout your entire body. But calling it a towel twist is like calling the ocean a puddle. This movement activates muscle fibers that remain dormant in 90% of traditional exercises. When researchers at Columbia University attached electrodes to people doing Tengai Hibiki, they found unexpected muscle activation in various areas. This research, which shocked the medical world, followed 15,000 Japanese elders for 20 years. Those who practiced Tengai Hibiki for just 2 minutes a day lived an average of 7 years longer. Their grip strength, one of the best indicators of a long life, was above the required level for independence even at age 92. They maintained bone density equivalent to people 20 years younger. Brain scans revealed even more extraordinary things. The bilateral coordination required for the towel twist activates both hemispheres of the brain simultaneously, creating new neural pathways between them. Participants showed improved memory, faster reaction times, and a significant reduction in the rate of dementia. The technique starts with a rolled-up towel held horizontally at shoulder height. Your hands should be about 18 inches apart. You'll pull the towel as if you're trying to tear it in half. Maintaining this pull, you'll slowly rotate your entire body to the right, keeping your hips facing forward. The twist comes from your core, not your arms. Hold at the maximum rotation for 3 seconds, then slowly return to the center and twist to the left. The continuous pull is crucial. You are essentially creating resistance against yourself, which forces every stabilizing muscle to activate. Your breathing must be steady throughout. Inhale as you return to the center and exhale as you twist. This breathing pattern activates the vagus nerve, which reduces inflammation throughout the body. The beauty of it is its versatility. Beginners can start with minimal pull and a small twist. Advanced practitioners can use a much stronger pull and a deeper twist. Some Japanese elders even practice various forms of Tengai Hibiki while sitting or lying down. The principles remain the same. Create tension, maintain control, and coordinate the movement with your breath. Molecular biology explains why it works so powerfully. These isometric contractions release special proteins called myokines, which are secreted during muscle contraction. These myokines act like medicine, reducing inflammation, improving insulin sensitivity, and even encouraging the growth of new brain cells. Research has shown that the towel twist produces more myokines per minute than almost any other movement. Its timing also enhances its effects. Japanese elders typically do this right after waking up and again before going to sleep. The morning practice activates the nervous system for the day. The evening practice promotes well-being and better sleep quality. Just 1 minute in the morning and 1 minute at night provides the full benefit. No special equipment, no gym membership, no complex choreography. Yet this simple habit affects every system of your body more profoundly than conventional exercise. In conclusion, this revolution in understanding aging isn't based on discovering new technology or supplements. It's based on recognizing the deep knowledge that Japanese elders have been silently practicing for generations. These 6 habits aren't just exercises. They are a complete system for maintaining human function throughout life. They simultaneously ensure strength, flexibility, balance, coordination, and neurological health. They require no equipment, special clothing, or designated workout time. They are so seamlessly integrated into daily life that they become as natural as breathing. The research is clear and powerful. Those who maintain these movement patterns age in a fundamentally different way than those who don't. They maintain their independence. They maintain their cognitive function. They enjoy the final decades of their lives instead of just surviving them. The choice is yours. You can view aging as a disease and fight against it, or you can embrace these simple habits that see aging as a natural process and manage it beautifully. The Japanese have shown us the way. Science has validated their methods. All that's left is the question of whether you'll start today or wait until tomorrow to change the way you age. Now, we want to hear from you. Which of these movements do you think will help you the most right now, and why? Have you ever tried any of these Japanese habits before? And have you noticed any difference in your strength or balance? Share your experiences and opinions with us in the comment section below. We'd love to hear them. Thanks for watching.